7A is the one that I personally find the easiest 7A benchmark. 7A is probably one of the most sought after grades for beginner to intermediate climbers. According to ChatGPT, only 10 to 15% of climbers ever manages to climb it. It takes the average climber from 1 to 3 years to reach this standard. This number drops way lower when it comes to moonboard benchmarks, as only 2 to 5% of climbers manages to ever climb 7A or V6 on these boards. On the moonboard, benchmarks are specific problems that the climbing community and the moonboard team have flagged as standard for a given grade. They intend to represent the typical difficulty and style of a grade, serve as a reference for comparing strength and progress, and provide consistency globally. Same holds, same moves, and same LED layout. My task on this video is to send 100 7A benchmarks, and by doing so, work out what's the easiest one. For the sake of time, I'm going to fast forward bits of the video and stop for some of the highlights, thoughts, and final conclusion. If you made it this far already, please hit the like and subscribe button. First of all, I went through all of the 7A benchmarks. There are 37 of them. Some I have done many times, others, however, took me a couple of tries to repeat as I found them quite hard.
Yeah.
Wow. This block took me in the end a couple of tries, and I have to say that it felt the hardest of all the 7As. I think on this day it was like maybe 24 degrees, and we had the fun working, but even then the black holes felt super soapy, and yeah, it probably felt closer to 7B. Now my favorite hold. That felt like legit 7B.
Yeah.
I will be publishing a video next Sunday where you can watch the whole stance uncut in normal speed.
Camera's overheating.
I mean, it's been an hour and a half already.
Yeah, around about.
Only after I had completed all the benchmarks is when my experiment really started. It's probably worth mentioning now that I only had 3 hours to climb before work, and this was the main reason why I grouped the climbs on a 4x4 basis.
You'd have to have like 30-second rests between each.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, you'd have to do it with like 30 seconds rest. Say that you climb for about 30 seconds.
So I've just completed all the benchmarks, so I have a pretty good idea of which one is the hardest one. Now I'm going to try to find what's the easiest one. So I've shortlisted 4 that I've used for sessions to do like 4x4s on. So I'm going to try to repeat them and then try to rule out of these 4 which one is the actual easiest one. I believe I mentioned it several times in the video, but yeah, the main limiting factor for me on this session was definitely skin. For one, I didn't have perfect skin at the beginning of the day, but as soon as I finished all the benchmarks, it was just pure agony. This repetition-based filtering helps me naturally exclude the more difficult benchmarks and isolate the climbs that are consistently more manageable. By analyzing which problems I'm able to repeat the most, I aim to identify a short list of the easiest 7A benchmarks. And potentially those will be useful recommendations if you're looking forward to climbing your first 7A on the moonboard.
How's the skin doing?
Skin is doing bad. Skin is doing out. I think this might be the hardest of the 4. I can feel it now, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
just. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update my list
Okay.
because, well, this kind of felt okay to be honest, but the one in the middle felt really nails.
Right.
Maybe that's not as easy. And is there one more? Oh, that one. Yeah. For some reason, classic, when you do one of these challenges, one of the files has got corrupted. So I don't have 3 of the climbs from 48 to 50. So you'll have to take my word for it and believe that I did them. I promise I did. Okay, so I am halfway through the list and I'm feeling broken. I was talking with Matthew and I thought that if I had all day to do it, I'm not sure anymore really, it's feeling really hard, but I think if I had all day, maybe I can do 100, but at the minute I have 1 hour and 10 minutes to do another 50 7-8 benchmarks, so I think that's going to be like really hard. In any case, I think I've got to see what is the definite hardest one, and then I kind of have a good idea of which ones are the easiest. I'm going to try to do maybe say 10 or 20 more in the next hour, and then hopefully I can definitely rule out the hardest ones and really boil down the benchmark list to the easiest one.
Do you want me to tell you when like 20 seconds has been so you know when to stop resting? Cool.
Okay. How much rest?
You got 6 seconds. Yeah, tough.
Yeah, that, I don't know why it's even on the list. It feels really hard. Can we go to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 6 seconds.
Well, I think dancing barefoot might be easier than this actually. You think
Yes.
And is there another one on the list?
In the same thing, there's this.
Oh God.
I don't think that's an easy one. I think I can go back here. Do you want to do flowers for days?
Which is this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then you've got to pull on in the next 5 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was not a fit. Okay, so I am 44 benchmarks in, and I've done a new easiest 7A shortlist. I've got 4. One is Out of the Window, then Flowers for Days, Dancing Barefoot, and Menshin. I think that might be the hardest of the 4. So when I restart doing repeaters, I might start with that one and then go backwards. But I think after this 4 is going to come the easiest possible.
Is the list sorted?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, maybe that's not as easy as I thought.
No.
What was I thinking?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Oh.
Yeah. Go on.
Yes! That's gonna I'm gonna not include that on the list anymore.
Oh, no.
I think for how deep I am in the session, that might have felt quite easy.
Yeah.
Is this the easiest? I think that if something, this move is quite hard,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of good at locking my shoulder high and then going. So it might not be the best for everyone, but I think it's going to be between this one and Flowers for Days maybe.
Fair. I think Flowers for Days when you're fresh and your skin's not hurting.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No.
I should have just gone.
You're on 59 right now.
59, okay. Let me rest.
And
1
we
minute.
have 50 minutes left.
Okay.
It's not bad. I mean, you did
I
about
think-
10 in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, good one. Yeah, nice. Last one's good. Yeah!
Okay. Water break.
Nice. Number 60.
That's good. Yes, I've just put both of my hands under the tap for like straight 2 minutes. So I have no jog and cooler hands, but that is going to become, it's basically 2 splits, and I think it has the potential to become a huge one. Oh! Oh my god, it's worse.
I know, I told you. Go on.
Okay. I'm saying. Let's say that this is the easiest power block.
How's the skin feeling?
Marginally better, maybe. How the hands start warming up. I'll try to repeat it once more. Do
you want to switch to another one?
Yes, definitely. Let me see.
So which one are you going to next?
Maybe I'll try this one. It's a bit longer, so hopefully.
Yeah.
So did you note them down or not?
No, you can add another 4.
3, 4. Okay, so
what's the aim? To get to 75 now?
I think the aim is going to be, maybe 75.
Yeah.
I think I wonder now, maybe it's because I'm doing them back to back. I think 100, even with more time, would have been challenging.
Do you think?
Yeah, because my skin is like, I mean, I was anticipating skin to be an issue, but it is just, it's pain.
Yeah. I think though when you started, you were saying your skin was bad from the beginning, which wasn't ideal.
I had one rest day yesterday, so I thought it would have been fine, but
yeah,
it's been problematic. Like half an hour, hopefully we got it. Let me see.
Yep. You're going to do this one again?
I think I'm going to try to repeat it, yeah. The moves individually feel easier than the one before, but there are more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whereas the other one is 1, 2, 3, 4 moves.
Yeah.
It's just double the length, so individually it's easier, but it's more powerful, I guess, or more power endurance. I think the matches are not being the best.
Proper moonboard match that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try to smash through this once more.
Yep.
Yeah, this one, it doesn't feel like I can repeat it as much.
Yeah.
Because it's longer. So for the challenge itself, I think it'll be better to stick to the previous one, but I'm gonna try to repeat it at least once more with a longer match at the end.
Nice.
So that's 62? No,
67.
67. I feel so tired.
Can't imagine why.
I don't know why I was so silly to think that I could just do 7 on repeat. I guess because when I train sometimes I'll do 4x4s on some of these blocks. So I think I have them quite dialed, but it's the fact of just doing more of them that makes it like impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else I've got on the list. I'll try this once, just to see, or try different moves. I think from a coaching perspective, like that's one thing that you would say, like, you know, if you do the one move over and over again, that's exactly how you get injured, and that's exactly what I'm doing now. So I think, despite I'm gonna find this harder than the others, I think it'll be good to try different moves. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's going to be pretty brutal on the skin.
Yeah, those 2 words. Okay, now this will be 70.
Yeah, this next one is going to be 70. And you have 30 minutes. What do you reckon, man? 80?
Well, maybe 80, yeah, I don't know. Let me try to get this done first.
Yeah.
That is 70. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do 100, I would have to do literally 1 every 30 seconds.
1 every minute.
1 every minute.
Which is doable. But your
It's
skin's
doable.
not going to want to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try this a bunch more. The out of the window. Okay. Okay, I think I'm in 2 minds. I think that this is, I'm gonna call this out of the window the easiest 7A, if you like powerful blocks. Now, it probably doesn't suit someone who is 1 on the shorter side, or 2 isn't very powerful, but as a power block, has 1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5. And the match moves, I think it's pretty decent. And I think if I was to go all out and try to get to 100, I'll be alternating between that one and Dancing Barefoot, which is the other 7A that has literally double the moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nearly double the moves, but it's a bit more chill, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to repeat out of the window again, and until I can fail. Okay. Oh no! Okay. I'll rest for a bit more.
Nice. What number are we up to? 73?
That would have been, well, I didn't
You did
note
one.
the other one, right?
Yeah, you did 1 that you didn't note.
Okay. I think in 20 minutes, I do back myself to do
Yeah, we've got
2
20
more.
minutes.
Yeah. Maybe I can try to push for 80.
I think you should.
Yeah.
You got to 73 already and you've got, what, 20 minutes, so.
Skin is absolutely burning. Okay, I'm gonna have a mini break now
Yeah.
and then try to push for 5 more.
So final push, you've got 20 minutes.
Yeah, to do 5 more. I think it's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very doable.
So I've just had my UFit 25, Jesus.
25
Grams of protein.
Your muscles are going to be going in front of your eyes.
I know, yeah. That's going to be the issue now. So I've got 75 already, so that was not the main goal, was the second goal. But now because I have 15 minutes left, maybe I'm going to try to push it to 80. So yeah, I'm going to try to do 2 back-to-back at a time between this and the other one, flowers for day. No, dancing barefoot. And then hopefully bank 5 more. $77, little rest.
How's the skin feeling?
Horrendous, like I think probably the worst ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Just way too much volume.
You're either like Toby Roberts or like a pro climber or just a recipe for failure, really.
Like,
Okay.
see that index finger that's... Is it the index?
So
Yeah.
it is this that was a bit...
Oh yeah, that's not...
That is, well, it's not still 2 splits, not I must did 1, so... I think I'm kind of impressed that I haven't dry fired that much.
That's true.
Well, maybe I did once before.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
One
Ow.
more. One more.
Okay, 1 more. I think to make a point, I have to make it it has to be out of the window. I think that throughout this day is the one I found the easiest. So yeah, that's your solution to the video. Out of the window 7A is the one that I personally find the easiest 7A benchmark.
Nice.
That's when I can't repeat it at all.
Yeah, and now you're just gonna fall off the first move 3 times.
And that's a wrap.
Nice.
Oh,